Family peace. We are now live. Let me make sure, yeah, I'm connected with my mic. We are now live. I'm with Hankh Rises, son. The sister who was supposed to be on the show couldn't make it, so me and Hankh going rock the show tonight. Just us two. Shout out to everybody in the family, everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video. You know, this is gonna be a powerful one. It's gonna be a real powerful one. Hankh, welcome back to the show, my brother.
Thank you for the invite, Brother Rich. And for your listening audience, I want y'all to find your medium of trance induction tools, whether that's a sip of Hennessy, a joint, or deep breathing, because it's going down tonight, y'all.
Hey, you
It's
started the
about
show out. You
trance.
started the show with Hennessy, the sip of hell. Hey, come on, you really try to have a bit of trance, man.
This is Trance 101.
Woo! Family, get ready, get ready, get
Buckle your
ready.
seatbelt, because we are leaving the monkey mind.
Man, no, we definitely leaving the monkey mind tonight, family. Let me get to a few commercials, family, and we'll be right back to the show. All right, get comfortable, y'all. Get real comfortable. This is gonna be a fun but enlightening show. All right, be right back.
Hey there! Had a bad dream? I have dreams too. Some parts are scary and some parts are fun. Always remind yourself, it's only a dream and everything will be okay. I had a dream about being in a forest too. Check it out, my pet Petey was with me. Order your copy of Kayla Petey and the Forest on Amazon today.
Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numerator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.
All right, family. All right. Pardon me, I'm eating a little asparagus.
Yeah, asparagus generates so much energy that it heats up a refrigerator
Yeah.
because it has so many antioxidants. It's an alkaline promoting vegetable of rare potency. And those who work with air conditioners know when you have asparagus. I like that T-shirt, Brother Rich.
Yeah, this Black Dot.
I
Shout out to
am.
Urban X TV. All right, but you said the people. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Listen, if anybody got a problem of rust, whether it's prostate, breasts, or any kind of acidic state, asparagus will go marching in past your teeth, chewing it up. The only thing is, stay clear of the bathroom because it will do a serious detox. But asparagus is like a superhero that's been underrated.
Wow.
It's shaped like a pineal gland on a stalk.
Indeed. Man, I learn something new every time I talk to you, Hankh. Listen, my brother, the hidden power of trance. I mean, powerful concept, powerful topic, and we got to go in, Hankh.
Yeah, let's do a little
Many
invocation, family.
ways. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank you for being born. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for surviving the airport adolescence of our youth. But we don't stay in the airport. The two most important dates are your birthday and the day you realize what you was born to do, even if it seems like it's a mission impossible. So I am in me. I am in Brother Rich. I am in you, the listening audience. I am in the sea of life. We individually and collectively call upon our ascended master ancestors to guide this awesome epic show tonight. Yes. And together you can say, yes, I am forgiving all souls in my past lives. And yes, I am all souls forgiving me. And yes, I am forgiving all individuals in this life. And yes, I am asking all living souls to forgive me, because we have to free our heart so that we can enter into the realms of magic. So I ask the presence of Simeon Toko, latest Christ born in the Congo, bringing forth an army of black angels. I ask in the name of love, we ask the presence of our brother Sheikh Amadou Bamba, Sheikh Ibrafal out of Senegal, the superheroes flying through the air, talking about Simeon Toko and Sheikh Amadou Bamba, bulletproof, hungry lion proof. Can't kill them. They're proof of who we are and who we will become. Success is our destiny. I ask in the name of love, the presence of Melchizedek, Enoch, the Ethiopian who ascended into the heavens and became Archangel Metatron. Please be with us tonight. We ask the presence of Yeshua, Black Madonna, Mother Mary. We ask the presence of Aset, Asar, Heteru, Tahuti, Sheshat, to be with us. Imhotep, Ptahotep, Akhenaten, Buddha, Krishna. We ask Archangel of Protection to surround all our brothers, sisters, and children throughout this world, in Atlanta, Philly, Baltimore, New York City, Chicago, LA. Transmute the 6 states of despair to elevated states of victory. We ask Archangel Michael, you surround us, protect Brother Rich, his family, King Simon, and all of our associates. Ask the presence of Archangel Uriel, angel of knowledge, to come and be with us on this show tonight. We ask the presence of Archangel Gabriel. We ask the presence of Archangel Raphael, angel of healing, to be with us tonight. And we, in the name of love, call on Ilegba, Oshun, goddess of love, Yemaya, Olokun, Oya, Ochosi, Shango, Obatala, Ogun. We ask the presence of all the ascended masters, celestial ascended masters from various star systems, Orion, Sirius star system, Pleiades, for them to come down with their deep rhythmic trance-inducing secrets of success to bless our beings throughout the day and throughout the night into our dreams, because we are the ocean of love with amnesia as waves. So thank you for everyone being present now and in the future, and take hold of your mental notes so that you can enter into the magical world of trance. And we say, Ashe, Mahalo, Donada, Wado. And so it is. I mean, trance states, my brothers and sisters, are the states outside of the regular functioning mind. You have, whenever a person is enjoying themselves, they're in trance. When Brother Rich invited me on the platform, I let him know, Brother Rich, you are in trance when you're doing these shows. I'll be watching you, man.
Yo, Hank, first of all, I had to turn off the light because I had to match your, what you got going on, your vibe, your frequency. So
I got a dead light bulb. That's why, brother. It's a dead light bulb.
I turned off the main light. Listen, Hank, it's funny you say that, and I don't want you to forget what you were saying, but people be like, yo, Rich is falling asleep. And I'm like, I'm really not. I'm just I zone out. And that's one of the definitions of trance. If I'm listening, that's what I'm a good listener. People don't know how to listen. So when you talk to me sometime, I just be like this, hey, did I zone out? You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, and I don't move. I won't blink or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, Rich is sleeping. Like, nah, I'm zoned out into, that trance state, absorbing the person I'm talking to energy to figure out what's the next question to ask.
Right.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Okay. So also want to acknowledge Saint Germain. I want to acknowledge Nikolai Tesla, my brothers. I want to thank you for your guidance. I want to acknowledge Shroom Master Dr. Sabi, Shroom Master Dr. George Washington Carver, Shroom Master Harriet Tubman. Also want to give a special shout out to a living master in this lifetime, Sheikh Sufi, who brought it to my attention about Sheikh Amadou Bamba.
Mm.
So a special Dirty Jeff, which means thank you in Wolof. I wanted to acknowledge him also. And also I want to say on this platform to invite the Trans Master Geronimo, Trans Master Nat Turner, John Brown. I want to invite Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, Chief Seattle, all the shaman warriors, all those who are working towards the sea of love, and all the master athletes, all the master scribes. It's all about the trance, and that's what we're going to get down to. So, what is trance? Let's start with a baseline first.
Mm-hmm.
Trance is brainwave activity. In the normal state of functioning in modern society, we are in what is called beta brainwave state. That's the ordinary state of functioning. That has been measured 14 to 28 cycles per second. When you get sleepy, ready to go to sleep, you change from beta state to alpha. If you had a good day, alpha state is a relaxed, dreamy state of being. That's between 14 and 7 cycles per second. Underneath the alpha state, 14 to 7 cycles per second, is theta state. And under that, which is about 4 to 7 cycles per second. And then under that is delta. Delta is 4 cycles to no cycles of brainwave activity. When we're children, we are in the state of delta between the ages of conception to around 4. So you open to programs, you open to magic. There's no difference between reality and dreams. And as we mature out of the age of 7, we then enter into the higher states of brainwave frequency. So we all crave to go into trance. We all desire. When you drink alcohol, spirits, it takes you into a light trance. When you smoke ganja, it puts you in a light trance. When you have some brandy and slow dance with your lover, your friend that may become your lover, it puts your mind in a trance. So that is why people use different methodologies, all to reach deeper states of trance. Psychedelics, speaking of ayahuasca, shrooms, bufo, it takes you out of the brainwave activity of beta and drops it down into alpha, theta, and delta. Even tantra, when you correctly apply tantra, it takes you into a deeper state of trance. And as Brother Rich invited me on the platform, we have a history, family, of dancing into trance. We dance. Indigenous people can dance and connect to the trees and the weather in trance. When you speak of spiritual disciplines, whether it's Yoruba, Santeria, Christianity, Islam, Sufism, the deeper states, the metaphysical states, puts you in trance. Even doing beads, prayer beads, rosary beads, the repetition slows the mind. The repetition puts you in a lighter state of awareness. And that's where the magic begins. That is where you can find the unbelievable, unimaginable possibilities when driving. Also, people, when you use crystals crystals put you in a trance, a functional trance state. And the more you focus while you have crystals on your person, there's a vibration that allows you deeper access into trance. So, what happens physically in trance? That's where you get the dopamine, the oxytocin, the serotonin. This is where you feel good. Joggers gets that rush. They even had a football player. He was on his knees, but he was in a trance. And what happened that defied physics was while this football player was on his knees, he rose up. He just levitated back up into the upright position. He was in trance. So trance doesn't have to be in stillness. Trance is whatever you do repetitiously. I go into trance on a bicycle. People go into trance driving a car, a bus, a truck. You can be in trance in a communication between a man and a woman and a man. And when you speak with certain rhythmic tones, it helps to draw a person into trance states. And this is where our great leaders who are speaking masters, orators, Martin Luther King, his speed, his tone would draw people into his vision. He would literally, by the thousands, bring people into trance. World leaders who are called charismatic, that is, knowing how to bring a large number of people into trance. Cleopatra brought Mark Antony into a trance state by the art of seduction. According to Richard Green, who wrote the book, Art of Seduction, Cleopatra was a trance master. Who taught Cleopatra to become a trance master? That is a good question. She also seduced the emperor of Rome, Julius Caesar, by putting him into a trance. You can induce trance by visual appearance. You can put people in trance by music, certain rhythmic tones and beats. And what comes to mind is Michael Jackson's bass lines. It puts you into trance. And the sorcerers of advertising understand the masters, the trance masters of today is your news media. News media are trance masters.
Deep.
News media are sorcerers of trance. And if you're not aware of the sorcery of trance, you become a rubber ducky to the trance beat.
Indeed. Real quick, Hank. Hollow Vegeta. I think I always mispronounce your last name. I blocked you by accident, my brother. I was trying to block somebody else. I got to figure out how to unblock you. It might not be during the show, brother, but it was an accident. I apologize. Hollow Vegeta. I apologize. I blocked you by accident, my brother. Go ahead, Hank.
Yeah. Now, when you do, like for myself, I did so much bufo, it told me you had enough. Now, listening and meditating and quieting your mind with deep breathing, because babies, family, brother Rich, babies are already in trance. When we are laughing and happy by comedy, we are in trance. And in that trance state, you are receptive, but you can also hypnotize, mesmerize, or you can actualize your dreams, your goals, and your desires. So it is the place of magic that lives inside of us. Trance, the art of trance, we can practice it for the rest of our lives. Slow prayers. Yes, I am invisible to all negative law enforcement. Yes, I am. And feel the shift. You can ride from here to Atlanta cruising at 85 miles an hour to 90. You can say, yes, Most of us need to know how to go into trance, slowly speaking and say, yes, I am worthy. Yes, I am. And say it with feeling. Say it by the deep breathing and tone so it echoes through your bones, so your bones vibrate. The tone of your invocation, your affirmation. Yes, I am divinely directed every day in every way. Yes, I am. And when you do this invocation repetitiously, like a drum beat on a full moon night at the beach, you are put into altered states. Another word for trance. Drumming circles around the world, men's drum circles, men and women's drum circles, trance states puts you into a deeper state of trance. And when you use crystals, certain woods, Brother Rich, I just family, I want to share this with you. There are certain powerful wood that literally inducts and amplifies trance. And one of them, as I spoke before on your platform, Brother Rich, is acacia wood. And just this weekend, a brother from Africa, Yemen, he travels to Yemen, Turkey. There's a wood that doesn't have any leaves, doesn't have any seeds, and it's called cook wood. Cook, Kuk. That wood is so magical. Something about it. My instinct said, get those beads. And when I mix them, and I'm telling you a formula, family, acacia beads with cookwood beads, Kuk. I have some. I started upgrading my necklaces with cookwood. Cookwood is used for prayers. Acacia wood is used for prayers because it is literally orgone wood. So it promotes you to be in trance, even if you're not thinking about it. However, it will echo your intentions into the plant kingdom, the magnetic field of the earth, into the water. Taking deep breaths and holding your breath underwater will take you into trance. Any questions, Brother Rich?
Yeah. Wait. Oh shit, I messed up. Check, 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 check. You can hear me, right, Hank?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Yeah. Hold on, I wrote something down. I want to ask you. Okay. Why does the sounds of nature, like, we could just be on the computer and I could put nature meditation, and the sounds of nature automatically put us in a trance, even if it's on the computer. Why is that?
That's a good question. The reason we hear the whisper of pine leaves blowing in the Georgia pines, or the pine trees up here in the parks, or the maple trees, because trees live in a trance dream state. They live, that's their playground.
Mm,
And most of our sisters are in a trance state, Brother Rich. That's why the Christian church is filled with mostly women, because of the emotional, heart stirring, feeling invoking songs.
mm,
That's all we had when we were under the duress and stress of terrorist colonialism.
mm,
Animals want to get out of stressful states, so the jaguars eat ayahuasca to go into the dream trance state. Elephants eat fermented plants to get high, to go into the trance state. The Islam repetitiously, the zikr beads, repetitiously puts you in trance, and you change your world according to trance states. And spoken word chants again, again, again puts you in a trance. So if you're stressed about your working conditions, or you're stressed about fear, fear is only can rule you if you're in a monkey mind beta brainwave state. If you go in, anytime a person is afraid, that's in the 14 to 28 cycles per second, and it
Mm.
causes your body to age because you're squeezing your kidneys, and your
Mm.
kidneys are your life batteries. Your
Mm.
adrenal glands are squeezed from fear. However, when you relax, remember the movie, what was it, Bloodsport, where
Yes.
the actor, he was blinded temporarily, and he first freaked out because he couldn't see the opponent. Just like Muhammad Ali couldn't see Sonny Liston because there was something on Sonny Liston's leather gloves. So what he did, he shifted into reflex.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm leading to, when you know you have choices in all things, finances, relationships, you have less stress. Stress is when you think you have to fly away, fight or flight. But going into trance states, even sometimes uh, you might want to go into a trance state smoking a cigarette. That person has changed from beta monkey mind. When a person takes that first draw of a tobacco cigarette, they go into alpha state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then they draw the cigarette. And as they pulling in, you ever watch them? Take note, family. You ever
Mm-hmm.
watch somebody light a cigarette and how they pull on it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they
They hold
lean
it.
back?
Yeah. That's facts, Hank. That's facts.
That's a trance state.
Yeah.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. So we can literally create, even change circumstances around our neighborhood. We can change circumstances. Like I studied, and family, I'm going to tell you what you can do right here on YouTube. There's a course called Silva, Silva,
Mm-hmm.
Mind Method. Silva, Silva, Mind Method. And it's a book by the same author, Jose Silva, Silva. And in that book, you're taught how to breathe in slowly, because rapid, shallow breathing, that works for the monkey mind. That means like, hup, hup, hup. I gotta, I gotta move fast. Run, run. That's what media does. Social media, newspapers, television. They want you to stay away from trance. They want you to be in a state of fear, because the Machiavellian technique of rulership over the masses is fill them with fear of death, fear of disease, fear of taxes, fear of guns. They fill you with fear, 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 so that you are ruled in the monkey mind of the brainwave state, beta brainwave state. However, you practice repetitiously, like the drum beat of the um, flat pan drums. Take the time to smell what puts you in trance states. Also, Blue Lotus, Brother Rich, lavender, jasmine. At the African Arts Festival this past few days, I was hugging some sisters, and I inhaled when they hugged me. Man, they smelled so good. I went into trance. And brothers, we put on the colognes or the oils, so when we embrace the sisters, they go into trance. It's the way to create an even playing field, an even platform to manifest whatever you desire. And when you say the words, I am, you literally line up all your atoms, cells, and electrons for trance state. So coming back to what you said, Brother Rich, we can go and put our hands on the tree and do affirmations like, Spirit of the tree, can you help me connect and show me how I can manifest? And the tree that lives in a trance state will assist you. What's not even spoken of is our house pets live in a trance state. That's why when we are frazzled, they come over to comfort us. They're like, you're in the wrong zone.
Mm.
We are basically the only species most of the time who do not exist in trance, but we're controlled by trans masters of social conditioning. Religion is a trance state
Mm.
ruled by fear. Because I know I used to be a Jehovah Witness. Knock, knock. Hello, good morning. The sky's falling. Don't you want to be a Jehovah Witness? And some people would say, get the hell out of here. All right. Knock, knock. Everything is about trans. We are considered. Let's just be real. Ever since our fall, when Atlantis sunk, family, the black and brown race became the untouchables on the global level.
Mm.
We went from the gods to the gods who forgot that they forgot. Get the book. I said it before, Fabre d'Olivier, because you got a new generation coming up, Brother Rich. Younger folks in their 20s.
Say that book again. Say that book again, Hank.
Hermeneutic, Hermeneutic, Hermaneutic, Interpretations by Fabre d'Olivier. He wrote it in 1765. And he said that the Atlanteans was the black race that ruled the universe. And when Atlantis sunk beneath the waves because it cranked up the crystal technology too high and melted the foundation of Atlantis, it's now a mile underwater between Florida Keys and Cuba. There are giant sphinx, giant pyramids, streets, and the media does not want you to be directed to question everything, as Dick Gregory told me when I was in my 20s. Question everything, and you will literally come out of slave trans states, because mental slavery will keep you bound up better than physical chains. Mental slavery. Trans will literally break you out of mental slavery. Take note, if you ever listen to musicians, vocalists, they have a subtle command over their voice, their tones. You know, they don't they don't speak on high tones. They speak with lower tones, a slower tempo. So when you practice these techniques, you literally become hypnotic because you are in a trance state, and you draw people into trance because that is where we come from. When we were children, we were in a trance state. Trance means being in that alpha, theta, delta state of awareness. And I'm intentionally speaking this way so you will be drawn in to remember you. You are trans. You are success. Your mama and your grandmama, my daddy and my mama and my granddaddies and grandmamas, they wanted our success, and their dreams were passed through their seed with the promise and hopes of better tomorrows, and that will come through trance.
Hey Hank, man, this is some powerful stuff, man. I'm glad. I'm real glad we having this show. I want to talk to you about
How about melanin being how powerful for trans?
mm,
While at the African festival, you ever watch sisters sometime, the way they do their necks and the way they talk when they just without effort.
mm-hmm.
And brothers sometimes just the way they bop, polyrhythmic. It's come from melanin. Melanin is a trans-inducing molecule. It's a molecule of magic. It's melanin. I will go so far to say melanin, Brother Rich, family. Melanin is the molecule of sorcery. That's why athletes, research, you can go through, your melanin is your spaceship if you keep your system clean. But melanin is a carbon-based molecule. And carbon is used in charcoal filters. So if you are absorbing impure food, impure drinks, your carbon melanin holds it more than the lighter melanated people. So melanin also allows you to have rhythms because you have access to those deeper states of awareness that may not even be conscious. So some sisters are not even conscious of it. Like at laughter, cracking jokes, and then sisters start popping. You ever notice sometimes they start popping their fingers and just popping? There's a beautiful Pisces that I speak to, and then she starts channeling love songs from the 60s and the 70s, but she's deeply melanated. And she just starts rhythmically moving and talking through the telephone. So melanin, my brothers and sisters, in trance medicine is a magical formula of success. And you won't hear that anywhere because they don't want you to come out of your trance state of fear. Because bliss is also a certain state of trance. So when you're happy, things flow to you better. Have y'all ever noticed, family, that when you meet somebody, all of a sudden you start meeting other people because there's a trans whirlpool of magnetic energy that radiates for countless miles? Or if you meet a new love, you have the old boyfriends and girlfriends calling you up. I remember coaching a sister to get back into her womb awareness. And she was despondent because her lover had disconnected from her and didn't want anything to do with her, but she wasn't in touch with her womb. So I coached her to say, get in touch with your womb. Never mind all that monkey mind chatter. Don't come to me talking with your mind. Talk to me from your womb. What is your womb saying? And what also makes magic happen is when we care for each other, when we give from our hearts to each other, to trees, to animals, to our ancestors. When we give for the sake of giving, it puts us in a happy trance. We go into happy states of awareness.
Indeed, indeed.
I'm
What?
trans now.
No, you are. You truly are. You got every. You got high before the show, man. You zoned out, Hank. You going in, bro. It's like you channeling directly from another realm or something, bro. I don't even know who I'm talking to.
Yeah,
I'm about to ask, who are you? It might.
I am. You
Ooh,
are.
okay.
We are Ubuntu.
Mm.
And trans family, you can change the world with trance by breathing technique. Let's talk about the techniques of trance. We got enough of the baseline of information. Breathe slow and deep. Hold your breath for about 5 to the count of 5, and then relax. And as you exhale, squeeze your anus muscles and say, yes, I am. And when you inhale, relax your anus muscles. And as you lock your anus, say, yes, I am earthly wealth and abundance. Yes, I am timeless. Yes, I am strong. Yes, whatever you want to follow behind that. Yes, I am. And this is what I keep pushing, Brother Rich. When I get on your platform, family, you have the secrets of the two most important things: regeneration and levitation. Let's talk about it. Don't be a victim of circumstance. Don't weaponize victimhood, my brothers or my sisters, because you can weaponize playing the character of a victim. Learn how to regenerate and learn how to levitate by going into deeper states of awareness. Happiness regenerates. And I'm working on, and I want you to join me on levitation. Funk this TSA. How come there used to be levitation brooms, flying carpets, Maladoma Some, God bless him. He spoke about trance and levitation. Levitation with the scarab. Going into trance states and into the acacia files, remedies. What was you born to do? You can find out by breathing slow, exercising, dancing, spontaneity, fun. Be around people. Say, yes, I am worthy of true friends and lovers.
Hey, Hank, when you talked about way to go into trance earlier, say we're going into trance, how do we know when it's our ego talking to us, aka the monkey mind, versus our higher self? Like, say we get some downloads, a person wants to know, damn, is this my higher self talking to me, or is just my monkey mind pretending like it's advanced talking to me?
It's our monkey mind follows our breath. If
Ooh,
we slow our breath,
ooh.
our monkey mind slows too.
Our monkey mind follows our breath. That's deep. That's deep,
Yes,
Hank.
our monkey mind
You tapped in,
follows
Hank. You
our
tapped in.
breathing. And you can literally ask, you can talk to. I got papyrus plants over here by me. I got my crystals on. It's breathing that our lungs, and I'm glad there was people that shared it with me. Our lungs is full of DMT. It's full of, so the deeper we breathe, the higher we get. The slower we breathe, that more elevated we are, because our lungs is full of psychedelics. I'm gonna say it again. Our lungs
Lungs.
are full of psychedelics.
You saying some quotables tonight, man.
So the deeper you breathe, family, the higher you get into trance, into altered states. When people would practice, the Haitians would practice on the island to become independent of the French. They would go into trance by the drums echoing off the mountainsides, and it would mess with the French because they were sucked into trance states. And the trance states say, "What are you doing here?" So sound, and that's what's real important about what you're doing, Brother Rich. You have a trance-inducing platform. And listen to the title of Brother Rich platform, Black Magic 363.
Yo, you know what's funny? The channel, a real quick story, Hank, real quick story,
Yeah,
because
go ahead, bro.
this is dealing with that trance state. My channel 363 was inspired by a rap group that put me in trance a lot. They had this, matter of fact, the name of their record label was called Hypnotic Minds. Anybody know who I'm talking about? Who I'm talking about? The name of their record label was Hypnotic Minds. And Hank, their music was so trance induced, man. This shit will have you. But the lyrics was nigga lyrics, so you gotta know how to alchemize it, zone
Mhm.
out, and create your own reality. But the music within itself, and the 3 6 Mafia, yeah, the music within itself, 3 6 Mafia fan, y'all listen to some 3 6 Mafia, nigga, you'll be in another, because they dealt with all them drugs, the lean, the cocaine, the dope, all that shit. So they was zoned out, and I would listen to it, and I'll be like, oh shit, where am I? You know what I'm saying? But that was some powerful shit. And quick story, just to tell you, the channel 363 is inspired by 3 6 Mafia. So shout out to 3 6 Mafia for inspiring the channel name through their trance state music. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and special shout out to X Clan.
Mm.
They had trance beats with a change up of the words.
Hypnotize minds. I'm sorry, yeah, hypnotize minds. Yeah, go ahead, Hank.
Mm-hmm. I was saying special shout out to X Clan, the poets. Uh, what's the name of the poets? The brothers Gil Scott Heron,
Wow.
Angel Dust. All these trance states, music can put you and reprogram you. by repetitiously singing the song.
Mm.
Music is sorcery. Let's keep it real. Music, sound is sorcery. Breathing deep like a baby is considered the complete breath. Breathing deeply, repetitiously. They call it Qigong and Tai Chi. Everything is breathing because we have our chests are full of psychedelics. DMT. The deeper you breathe, the higher you get. And that's where babies are happy and they can be programmed. And if you go into your baby state as an adult, you're not absorbing information. You are now able to project information into the mind and the environment of your community. So here, where I am, when I am working out there at the festival, people come into the booth just to like, oh, it's something about the energy, because that's where I'm at. It's not the booth, it's the crystals that I have on, the orgone. So family, get yourself orgone and crystals. If it's not for me, I'm sorry. Let me shut that off. It's messing with me.
It's all good.
I'll turn this off.
It's all good, brother.
Okay, I'm back. Pardon the technology. We have all these different techniques, even gazing at stars in the night. Now, you down there in Georgia, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You look up into the sky, you probably can see more stars than any day in Brooklyn or night in Brooklyn.
Any day, yeah.
Or Stone Mountain. I wonder what it's like to look at the sky at night.
At night. And so, yeah, I wonder, right? That got to be, woo.
What kind of trance ceremonies have been done on Stone Mountain? And how can you change up the trance frequency program? Imagine deep breathing into the obelisk behind the Museum of Natural History, or doing a deep breathing trance to come up with new inventions and creations on Stone Mountain. These pressure points of the earth with deep breathing and psychedelics of within you. You already psychedelic. You're just a psychedelic amnesia state. But advanced practices of breathing. John Coltrane inhaling. Miles Davis inhaling and playing those tones and music. All the artists and musicians, they play in trance. Michael Jordan would damn near float because he's in trance.
Go
ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. What you? Go ahead. Yeah.
Your success, family. Our success is in trance. Our success will be found in trance. Our success will be found
Talk to him,
in trance. You don't need a cigar. It helps. You don't need anything but deep breathing, because the baby in you is already in trance.
Hey, Hank, you talked earlier about the sisters when you hug them, their smell putting you in a trance state. The sisters, they do that. Their smell is very trance inducing, especially the